Alright, so what you just seen was the very last video that I took on my drone before it ended up in the river. So that day really sucked. I was super sad, I was devastated, because these drones are not cheap, as we all know. So, especially if you're watching this video, you're probably feeling the same way that I felt the minute it happened. So the way I fixed mine, it was the only thing I could think of at the time. So here it is. Right after it happened, we just went to the local grocery store, this Hy-Vee. So I got about 8 pounds of rice. We got 2 4-pound bags. And what I did was I took some electrical tape, like right there, electrical tape. What I did was I went over all the openings in the drone that I could think of, including these. And what I did was I took a Ziploc bag and I put rice in it, and I actually put it in here. I poked some holes in the bag and I taped it in there because I figured this is the most important part of the drone. So I wanted to make sure there was rice in there. I also thought that these would be very important, so I made sure I had these covered, and the camera and the underneath. I made sure there was plenty of rice under there. So I took a pretty decent sized box, big enough for my drone to fit in there, and I just poured the rice on top, and I let it sit in my room for about 2.5 weeks. And so the battery, this is the battery. I drew all over it because I didn't know what else to do with it. I didn't want to throw it away, and I wanted to make sure that I'd never accidentally used it, because I know these are lithium-ion batteries and they will start on fire once they get wet, so I didn't want to take the chance. But I did go out and purchase another battery, which was about $160. But after about 2.5 weeks of this being in rice, I took it out in my backyard and tried it out. I was very impressed. At first, the camera didn't want to stabilize, so I reset the drone. It was kind of like at an angle like this here as it was flying. I was like, oh, dang it, camera's ruined. So I just shut it off, restarted it, and everything worked fine after that. I've had no problems, and everything seems to work fine, so I hope you have the same luck. So thanks for watching my video. Give it a like if it helped for you, and maybe leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.